Hello coders, welcome to my channel. I am Aniket and today we will be discussing the problem question number 1, limit occurrences in sorted array of LeetCode weekly contest 503. Let's read the problem. You are given a sorted integer you are given a sorted integer array nums and an integer k. Return an array such that each distinct element appears at most k times while preserving the relative order of the element in nums. Like here the at most element means k value is 2, so every element should be at most k times, not greater than k. As you can see, here the 1 repeats 3 times, but you are allowed to repeat at 2 times, so the resulting array will change into 1 comma 1, and here the 2 repeat at 2 times, but and here also k is also 2, at most 2 times repeat is allowed, so 2 comma 2 is as it is same as the above array, and 3 is lesser than k, it is also allowed, so 3 will 3 will also present in the final array. So here is our answer array which contains 1 1 2 2 3. I hope you understand the question. Here this part is very crucial to make this problem in O of 1 space. If this is not given, then each block is not guaranteed that every block contains equal element, and the elements are not present at jumble way like 1 comma 2 comma 1 comma 3 comma 1 comma 2. It is not possible because the array is sorted, so every block will be contains equal elements, and there is no two blocks of same element. Here one block is 1 1 1 and the next block is 2 2 2. It is not possible that you will cover 1 1 1 again. I hope you understand the approach. So every block will contain equal elements, so you can easily calculate the number of frequencies of for each element. How can you calculate the frequency? There is a method called count and reset. I will explain this method while dry running this code. Let's dry run this code. Let's say the code is 1 1 1 2 2 and 3. Here the count means the number of frequencies of any element. Here the count is initialized to 1. There is always guaranteed that at least one element is already distinct present in the array. Here the count is 1 and the process with one first index, not zeroth index. You should process with first index. If first index is equal to the previous index, then count will increase. If a of I minus 1 is equal to a of I, then count will increase, else count will reset to 1 again. Here the ith index and I minus 1 index both are same, so the count will increase and count become 2. Since you already add that element into your list 1, because k is at least 1 always, so one element is already allowed. If you go to the first index and and check this condition, count will increase to 2, and again since k is equal to 2, so it is also allowed in your list, so add this to your list. Then again, if if you increment the count if you increment the count the iterator through other index, then you also find that this is also ai minus 1 is equal to ai. So you increase your count variable by 1. If you increase your count variable by 1 3, here it exceeds k, so you don't need to add this element into your list, because if you add this element into your list, then the condition will break, because every element occurrence should be at most k times. If you add that also into your list, then the once occurrence is 3, so it is breaking the condition, so don't add this. And if you iterate another index, then you find that there is no match in previous and the current index, so you reset your count variable to 1. And if you reset your count variable to 1, because it is lesser than k, so you add that element also. And again if you iterate to other index again, then you find that a minus 1 is equal to ai. So increment count, here the count will increases to 2. It is also in bound of k, and you should add that 2 also in the list. And if you increment your pointer again, then you find that the previous index is not is equal to this current index, so you reset your count variable to 1. Let's reset it. And here count is also lesser than k, so you should add 3 also in your list. And finally convert list into array, and you should return that array as your answer. I hope you understand my approach, and let's jump to the code. Here is my simple code where I initialize the list to store the occurrences of that element which are lesser than k. And I initialize count variable by 1, because at least one element is guaranteed to be distinct. And let's add that element also, and then I will process 1 to nums dot length, just I said above in my intuition. Nums I minus 1 is equal to nums I, then simply increment your count, and if it is not equal, then reset count variable to 1. If in between of them count is still lesser than or equal to k, then list dot add nums I, add that element to your list. And if it is greater than k, then don't need to add that element into your list. Finally, make your answer array which size is equal to list dot size, whose length is equal to list dot size, and then traverse store that list into your answer array, and finally return that answer. I hope you understand my code. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.